دليتنا دبالكو نام مدرخ يعدم دليتنا دبالكو
شما من تبهالي شما من تبهالي ويكا زيت الدهالي شما من تبهالي وتي ما نابلوا شما من تبهالي لساق انت السحالي شما من تبهالي شما من تبهالي شما من تبهالي ويكا زيت الدهالي شما من تبهالي.
Good evening, everybody. You guys all look so incredibly beautiful. Welcome to another celebration of Ashenda. As Sabli introduced me, I'm Deleitna, and we're just going to give you guys a little historical background as to what Ashenda is. And as we do that, we're definitely going to have some beautiful ladies coming out from behind me just to showcase our culture, the beauty in it, and the fashion and style behind it. But more importantly, we're going to dive into what we're experiencing now and how our beautiful ladies back home at Warotat, our freedom fighters, are going through in celebration of Ashenda this year during conflict. So as we begin, just to give you guys a historical background, Ashenda Mariam is a holiday that started as a religious one to mark the end of a yearly 15-day fast, as we know it to be Filsata, and it commemorates the heavenly ascension of Virgin Mary following her dormition. The festival was uniquely reserved for the girls and the young women to remember the first girls that went to the mountain holding Ashenda, which in English direct translation is tall grass. So to ask for Virgin Mary to appear to them the way she appeared to the apostles who fasted the 15 days, again Filsata, asking her to see her ascension. And so she ended up appearing to the girls and young women by the mountain, and the holiday then therefore evolved to what it has become today, this beautiful celebration of a cultural celebration of our women and our young girls that come out with their hairs braided, beautiful, dressed up. And this year's Ashenda as well, during the festival, Tigrai streets are covered by the beautiful girls, young and old, young women showcasing their elegance and their beauty, drumming, singing. Their elegance and the beauty is shown through the dancing and the songs that they sing as well. Ashenda represents Tigray. Ashenda represents the young Tagaru women. Ashenda represents everything beauty, and young women all over the world are celebrating with us, eagerly waiting for next year's celebration to pass along so that we can have the celebration officially back home as we all desire it to be. We thought it would be this year, but we will make sure it happens next year. So in the meantime, I'm gonna let these beautiful girls showcase how they dance to Ashenda.
Ashenda
Wow, wow, wow. Let's give them a round of applause, guys. That was incredible. Beautiful. Thank you guys so much. As we move on to our next segment, unfortunately, as beautiful as that culture was that you just saw in front of you, we've been having to live in the darkness of that for the past 2 years. And for those, again, that are not aware, since November 2020, the Ethiopian government has waged a genocidal war on Tigray as a region, on Tigray's people and their liberation as well. The region has been in darkness for the past 2 years due to the communication blackout, electricity blackout. They've had the entire region under complete siege. Aid has been blocked. Man-made famine has affected millions and millions of its peoples. Coordinated military attacks, airstrikes on civilians continue. Just yesterday, unfortunately, we were aware of the airstrikes that took place on a kindergarten, and which resulted in the deaths of little kids. That is what our people are going through right now as they try to celebrate and commemorate this beautiful holiday that is ours. They're doing that in the darkness this year again. Due to genocide, over 50 to 60,000 girls have been subjected to rape and sexual violence. Those who fought their attackers ended up having their face, legs, or their hands cut off from their bodies. And those who did survive, who were lucky to survive these attacks, therefore joined Tigray Defense Force to make sure to chase out their attackers and hold them accountable. Ashenda this year aims to celebrate solidarity, aims to celebrate defiance, aims to celebrate female resistance. Tigrayan women are facing and a promise that this would not define our story ever. And this right here, this celebration today is living proof of that, because we know what we had to experience yesterday. As you guys can see to the right of me, to the left of me, these beautiful girls are dressed up. It is a recognition of the atrocities that Tigrayans and the women are facing. But most importantly, a promise that this, again, will not define our history. Our gallant sisters who are fighting in the Tigray Defense Force are celebrating Ashenda this year on the battlefields for a second year in a row. Ashenda this year is going to be our last one on this battlefield. They refuse to be subjugated to the oppressors by seeking out the joy in the most darkest and the most evil times. Another round of applause for you guys as well. Again, thank you, thank you, thank you. Before I wrap up our segment here, earlier an outreach representative stopped by to hand us a letter from U.S. Senator Mark Warner. She came, enjoyed herself, took a look at our culture, our celebrations. She was beyond disbelief. I'm going to read you guys this letter from Senator Warner. And it goes as follows. He says, "Dear friends, I am pleased to extend a warm greeting to all who are gathered here for Ashenda Tigray 2022 at this Washington Monument. This annual holiday recognizing the birth of Saint Mary is truly a time of celebration for the Tigray community. With music and dancing, girls and young women bring joy to their fellow community and their members as they raise funds that will be used to help others. Hosting this important event at the Washington Monument provides a wonderful opportunity to share the culture with others. I commend the Tigray Community Association DMV for organizing this celebration. We are fortunate to have such a strong and vibrant Tigrayan American community in the Commonwealth. I send my best wishes for the most meaningful and successful event. Sincerely, Mark Warner.
Tigray, 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 Yabelwa.
Ambassador Ashenda na Washington DC إلنا كنسيما إينا زي ما انبزا نام مدرخ مسي بتاقعيتن عللتان تقبلوا عللتا
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. I am Zema Mbaza, and I'm extremely grateful to be your 2020 Ashenda Ambassador. I am truly proud of everyone that has participated in this annual celebration, as this being our rightful tradition and culture. Kolo Ashenda, you all look so beautiful in your dresses and hairstyles. Ashenda is a day where us girls can be ourselves, have fun and freedom from any rules with our sisters and lift up one another. We're also here to represent and to be the voice of our sisters back home who deserve to celebrate among us, but this day of happiness has been stolen from them. So, we want to ensure that they know we will do everything we can to get the attention they deserve, and soon all will celebrate together back in Tigray. Also, education for 3 years has been taken away from our sisters and brothers. First from the pandemic, and now from the barbarous war. Education is a very important factor for Tigray's future. And it is up to us to help in various ways with fundraising projects and various support. May God bless our home. We will expand our culture and tradition by taking this annual celebration by UNESCO and show the world our culture. Thank you so much, and happy Ashenda.
وليدة
you can see behind me, it's another commencement of Ashenda celebration for our women, our girls back home in Tigray, our women and girls that are in the diaspora globally. We've seen celebrations take place all over the world this past week. We've heard some really, really sad news in the process, but you see us here. We're resilient. We're going to continue to celebrate what's ours in the process of fighting for ours. But as we end this beautiful festival, our last segment today was the ambassador celebration for the diaspora in DC. Her name is Zema. I'm going to let her introduce herself.
Hello everyone, I am Zema Mbuza and I'm from Washington DC. Nice to meet you guys.
Thank you so much for joining me. Before I get to your questions, we know the ambassador of Ashenda to be Friat, as she is, globally known to be the ambassador, and that's commenced way back in the day. Before all of this started, Ashenda was hers, and as the diaspora Ashenda ambassador in DC, what does that mean to you? Taking this as yours, what does that mean, and how do you feel about it?
Becoming the Ashenda of the diaspora of Tigray, it's so amazing. I still can't believe it, It's a great opportunity, and I can't wait to show what I can do, what the diaspora community can do, and there will be a lot of things that, I have a lot of dreams that I'm gonna make sure happens through God, because our people deserves the best of the best, and I will promise that I will bring that.
I love that. One last question is just, how much responsibility do you feel like you're bearing with this title? And I know you're more than capable, but that responsibility could weigh heavy. What are the first few steps that you want to ensure to make sure that that title is superior and that crown doesn't tilt?
Okay, to make sure this crown doesn't tilt, I'm gonna make sure that I have to hear ideas from the Tigray community, what they're trying to work on, so I can be a part of that, and so I could, I guess try to help first with their ideas, and then come to mine. It is pressure, but I like the pressure. If it's from my people, I will take all of it.
Beautiful. Diamonds were made for pressure, and you are a diamond. So congratulations. I'm so happy for you.